So I take out my calculator, I say 100, or whatever your largest area is, divided by 26, or however many lines you have available. Yours might be different. And I get this number 3.84615. I'm not going to make every one of these lines be worth 3.84615, blah, blah, blah. So I need to be able to count by an easy number. So I'm going to take whatever I get here, and I will always, always, always round it up to whatever the easiest counting number is. So if I round this number up to 4, I can count by 4s pretty well. So if I know that the intersection over here is 0, 0, along my x-axis, my first line is 4, then 8, 12, 16, and I'm going to label every single line counting by 4s. And I need to make sure that I have enough space on my x-axis to fit all of my collected data. If my largest area is 100, I have plenty of space to go all the way out to 100 here. If you run out of space and you don't have enough room to put your largest area on here, you need to go back and redo your numbers because you're going to be off the edge of your graph. Now we're going to do the same thing for our y-axis. You look at your mass, look on your data chart, look at your actual data chart, find whatever the highest one is, put a star on it, circle it, do something so you remember that's the one I'm working with. Then you're going to count the lines on your y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm not going to count the last one just because it's right up along the edge. So I'm going to say I have 17 lines to work with. Now let's say that my largest mass is 80 grams. I'm going to take my largest mass divided by how many lines I have. And again, I'm going to get this kind of weird long number. I'm going to round that up to the next highest number that's easy to count with. This one rounds up to 5. I can count by 5s. So again, I'm going to label every single line 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, all the way up to the top of my y-axis. And again, if you get all the way up to the top of your y-axis and you don't have enough space to put your highest number in there, then you need to go back and renumber. The other thing I want to point out, and this is going to be important tomorrow, is notice that your axes are not scaled to the same number. X is counting by 4s, Y is counting by 5s. That's okay. You just have to remember that when we're doing calculations and marking things on the graph. So now what you're going to do, you should have been taking notes on page D about how to properly make and scale a graph. Now you're going to take your data from your data chart on page 3 in your journal, and you're going to actually plot your points. Your mass number is your Y value. Your area number is your X value. So let's say that you have a piece with an area of 40 centimeters squared and a mass of 32 grams. So my area, I'm going to come along here and then go up to about 32, and I'm going to plot my point. I don't expect it to be perfect, but just be really, really careful. Area is your X, mass is your Y. If you find that you're having dots that are sort of randomly scattered and don't really seem to be making a pattern, go back and double check yourself. Make sure that you're using area for the X value and mass for the Y value. They're flip-flopped in your journal. Plot all 8 of your points. They should sort of go in a line. They won't be in a perfect line, but they'll sort of kind of go up like this. Once you've plotted those points, you're good for today. Take a picture of your completed graph with your points plotted and upload that for your assignment today.